Welcome to Lights of Miiva, episode 69. My name is Sam Lander. I'll be your GM, and I have some players.
My name is Zerder, playing Lumi, the Circle of Stars druid.
Hi, I'm Suda, playing Riisha, and nice.
I'm Mia. I'm playing Beraald, the ranger, and I have an animal companion, a giant raccoon named Lucy.
Hello, I am Sadie. I am playing Zari, and they are currently in the spot in the realm that Zari wants to be the least.
I am Inter. I'm playing Criior the monk.
I'm Ashes, and I play Iberkeet, the wizard cleric. And I don't know what Zari's problem is. Iberkeet finds this fascinating.
So, after about a week of rest and recovery, much of which Lucy spent trying to steal the black licorice flavored spices from the Blade's Awakening, Riisha, through much effort, summoned Gabta, who told her that maybe she was going about contacting her patron in the wrong way, and she should maybe try something else. So, with a little bit of conversation with Iberkeet and Criior, you put thought to action and made a fairy ring in the basement of the Griffin to the Winter Court of the Feywild. At which point, Suda started walking down the path, and everybody else was looking at themselves going, well?
Zari's not going well. Zari's going shit.
That was the implication.
Riisha was skipping, thank you.
Right. Yes, Riisha is skipping down the path.
I thought we were just going to summon her to talk to her.
Well,
No,
apparently
Mom doesn't come to us. We go to her. She's busy.
Every single time she has appeared before us previously, she came to us.
Yeah, because I was in trouble. Did good this time.
Okay, so next time all I have to do is put you in trouble, and then we'll get her to come. Okay.
No, trouble means no head pats, no uppies.
Did she also not, once she showed up, try to strangle you?
By the heart.
I mean, exactly. No trouble, thank you.
Okay.
So, am I supposed to be concerned about this or not?
Yes and no.
No, we're just at the Winter Court. We're just going to go visit Mom. There's nothing to be concerned about. This place is cool. Literally.
Okay.
All right. Well, I got a lot of flubber around my belly, so hopefully I'll be warm enough.
It is cold. It is like 30 Fahrenheit, just -1 Celsius. You guys, it was Peridot, which is the second month of spring. So, you're dressed in the equivalent of t-shirts and pants. It cold. To remind you, there is a ring of frozen mushrooms left on the ground just around where you guys are. The center of it is bare dirt. At this point, Riisha is probably 20 yards away from you guys, unless you all picked up and headed after her.
Lumi would have done and at least started shuffling after to not let her
is
get
Rowan's body
too
with
far
us?
away.
No.
Darn. So now I'm leaving not only a rotting corpse in the basement of my tavern, but also a fairy ring. Great.
It's turning into a Fey graveyard.
A Feyard.
Also, everybody please take inspiration for that whole conversation. I loved it.
Use inspiration more.
Yes. Yes, you should. So
This is good because I actually needed inspiration this time.
as you guys, as everybody starts walking, there is a definite path that you are following, or at least that Riisha has started down. It is not cleared. It's frozen dirt, but there's less snow on it than there is on the sides of the path. The sides of the path, you see some like unkempt grass and bushes and stuff that have various snow drifts in them. And I would like everybody to make a perception check, please.
Actually,
poor
need to
roll
wear
for
my
Lumi.
glasses.
Good cow. Lumi got below a 30.
Right?
What does the rest of the landscape look like? Is it hilly, mountains?
So you guys are in a kind of open hilly plain, so it's the horizon doesn't rise very far above like it's not like you deep big hills, right? But there's definitely some hills, and it's relatively similar to what the area is outside of Miiva, but you don't see a river or anything similar anywhere in the area. But open plains or open hilly landscape. The wind starts biting into you as you're walking. And everybody with a 15 or higher perception, so that's Zari, Iberkeet, and Lumi, you all see kind of off to it's really hard to tell direction, but kind of off towards the right-hand side of the trail. You just catch glimpses of a large furred four-legged, you're guessing, creature. Just on like dodging, like not dodging between the hills, but definitely on the edge of perception.
Okay, do we notice anything else, or are we still following Riisha?
Riisha is skipping down the trail. She's not hard to catch up with, but
yeah,
nothing else. It's not very long until behind you the fairy ring is lost. Like you go over a little rise around a corner and lose sight of it in the distance behind you. There is a definite breeze. It's not a really strong wind, but those little flakes of ice that blow up from the ground on a cold day rise up and just sting. Like any exposed skin just starts stinging. And
I would like to.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm so sorry. I would just like to have it said that Lucy is in the Lucy Bjorn.
Sure.
Beraald has got her up against his chest.
So Riisha and Beraald are probably the only people right now that feel anywhere near comfortable. Riisha just does, and Beraald has a huge furry animal wrapped around his chest. So
heat source.
Best fur coat
Exactly.
ever. Lucy's whispering in your ears. This is a little weird. Why is it so cold all of a sudden?
We're in a new part of the world. That's all I know right now. But you're okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yes.
So, everybody, after about 45 minutes of walking, everybody hears low in the distance a wolf call. Just very faintly. And after a few moments, there's another one. A little fainter this time. And then a third.
Puppies!
And then it goes quiet again.
Okay. So, Beraald, I know you're not used to dealing with Fey, so there are a couple ground rules.
Okay.
One, watch what you say. They will use your words against you. So no idioms, no play on words, no wishy-washy language. Be very direct. Don't share your full name because they will steal it from you, and you will not remember your own name.
All right, so for number one rule, don't talk. Got it. Next.
Don't accept gifts from Fae, and never say thank you to a Fae. Thank you is very offensive to them.
Oh.
So don't turn
this one's
down
especially.
That's very rude.
Oh, say that again. I didn't hear that.
Don't turn down gifts from a fae. That's very rude.
Oh. Okay, so don't give them, but yes, receive them.
Don't accept them, but don't turn them down.
Yes.
Okay. So, again, appealing to rule number one, don't talk. Got it.
This one is very important for Lucy. Don't eat any food or drink any beverage that you are not invited to drink.
But what if they have licorice?
Especially not licorice.
Oh, honey.
Oh, by the way, y'all can understand Lucy, not just Beraald.
Oh.
But you didn't realize that until you just responded to Lucy. Sorry.
Did you just hear her say that? About
Yes,
licorice,
I
or were
believe
you
I
just
did.
sort of... Really? Lucy, say something else.
Something else. What? You asked me to say it.
Sometimes
it wasn't
I'm
nice
overwhelmed by
telling
how
her
much
to
I love you.
say something else and expect her to say something other than something else.
Okay, you heard it. Well, Lucy, they can hear you.
Well, yeah, of course they could hear me. They could always hear me. They just ignored me a lot.
I'm guessing we can understand her because of, and Lumi just does the kind of the magic effect, flat palm wave reasons.
I would like everybody to make a charisma saving throw, please.
Oh, no. Oh, good.
Risha,
I
unsurprisingly, you're
learned-
fine.
I thought I just learned an extra language.
Uh-huh.
Apparently you can also hear her.
Nice, Beraald.
That's crazy.
So, everybody except for Riisha and Beraald are startled into like your entire brain freezes, locks up. I don't know how to put it. As a wolf the size of a building crosses the road in front of you, 10 feet away, it just appears out of nothing, runs across in front of you, and disappears on the other side. It's just quiet again.
Beraald will.
Big puppies.
And as
Okay.
Lumi just managed to finish this sentence, still has his hand up, palm outwards, fingers splayed, and his mouth just does the goldfish up.
Well, that just happened.
Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, last rule, stay on the path, don't backtrack. You will get lost.
I was concerned before we came here. I'm more concerned now. I don't know how I can keep Lucy from doing all of these things. Does anyone... what do we do?
Everybody,
Maybe-
Just
maybe
keep
does
following the
anyone-
path.
everybody who is startled can no longer see a path. Riisha and Beraald are now 5 steps ahead of you. Perfectly.
Guys, where'd the path go?
Is it a charmed or frightened effect?
It is. Sure, we'll go with charm.
Then I'll end it.
Oh, right, you have that ability. So you can see the path again.
Are we? We're allowed to talk to each other, right?
Yes. Because we're not fake.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, guys, someone erased the path.
What?
I will-
This path?
Attempt to follow in the speedy one's footprints.
There are.
Do you do that? Do you do that literally?
I'm paying attention to where you're walking, and I'm going to walk there.
Yeah, but are you matching my prints that I leave in the ground?
Probably try for 4 steps and then go. Jesus, the strides, and just abandon that.
Because otherwise I just do silly moves with my feet and stuff like that.
All right. Are you
But yeah,
casting
let's continue.
protection from good and evil on
Yes.
yourself, Zari?
Yes. On myself.
Give me another charisma save with advantage. Everybody else who failed the previous one may also make another charisma save, but no advantage. The path is still gone, Zari. And Lumi. Iberkeet, was there ever a path? You're not convinced that you're not just following Riisha into a frozen wasteland?
Path was an illusion to begin with. I still assume Riisha knows what she's doing, which is a bold assumption, I know,
Right.
but
The maniacal giggling.
she is in the home plane of her, in quotation marks, mom. So there is a slightly higher than average chance that she knows what she's doing.
Yeah, that's my line of reasoning. I'm going to assume that she is so boldly walking in a direction because she knows that direction leads to her quote mom.
We're out to
Continue
see
following.
the map, the wonderful map of all.
Iberkeet, you hear over your left shoulder a voice say, "Are you sure you want to be going in that direction?" Everybody else, please make a perception check. DC 10 to also hear the voice.
Which means I hear it because I cannot roll below a
Ooh.
10.
Fair. Riisha's,
Brag, brag, brag.
ahead of y'all. I have made a small assumption that that Iberkeet is near or at the back. Iberkeet, if you look over your left shoulder, you see the muzzle of a white wolf that is even with your head. It is a foot away, maybe 2 feet away, and the breath you feel from it now that you have turned to notice it is colder than the wind that is biting into your exposed skin. If you're not careful... Go ahead, sorry.
No, I don't have anything to say. I was trying to think of something to say.
Okay. If you're not careful, that one will lead you into the hunt. Pointing its nose at Riisha, who's not a small distance ahead of you, but not a huge distance ahead of you.
Generally more I'm generally more inclined to trust Riisha than a random wolf I found in the Feywild.
Oh, but I know this place. I could be your guide.
So I would like to roll an insight check if I can.
Please roll insight.
Get a D4 to that as well. Boy, I got a 10.
Uh-huh. They are not lying to you. They have not told you a lie. They seem to have their own goal that you do not know. You do not have any insight into what that goal might be.
I point at the very large wolf, very large talking white wolf, and say, "Hey, does anyone else see this?"
Once it is pointed out, all y'all see it.
Because I'm convinced I'm being subjected to illusions at this point due to pad charisma save.
Medium puppy.
Yeah,
Beraald-
we can
yes,
see that one. Are you coming, Iberkeet?
So both of the
I'm
eyebrows
struggling.
rise at medium puppy. And it's looking down its nose at you, Riisha.
Oh, don't look at me like that, or no behind the ear scritches for you.
Are you coming, Iberkeet? Because I can't see the path, and the ones that can are
Yes, I
somewhat
was,
slowly moving away from us.
yeah, I continue. I have a mechanical question.
Sure.
Kind of. Jawbreaker
Mm-hmm.
is actually a fey spirit.
Correct.
Ooh.
What happens if I look through his eyes?
Ooh, that is a very good question. Why don't you try it?
Okay, I'm going to try that, since I'm convinced I am beset by illusions on all sides. Since no one else seems alarmed by this wolf that they claim to see.
So, what you see through Jawbreaker senses is a fey wolf, a white fey wolf. So, it is grossly the shape of a wolf, but the ears are more fennec fox size than wolf size, so they're very, very large ears. The eyes are very, very large, and there's no sclera and no iris. They are instead just a like almost green blue color. They're not quite green, but they're not quite blue either, but it's just a solid thing. And as they're walking beside you, you can see just flakes of snow drifting off of their belly. You also see the path perfectly clear. No problem at all seeing the path through Jawbreaker's eyes. Yeah, that is what you see.
Okay. I'm going to continue checking through his eyes periodically as we move. I'm not going to no one else is alarmed by this thing.
I mean,
That is strange.
It's a wolf, but it's the Feywild. I got jump scared by a house-sized one.
If this one's following us and talking,
oh well, that's Lucy follows us and talks, so that's not much different.
Couldn't understand Lucy until we came to the Feywild, so
the wolf.
Yes, a talking wolf is weird, but no weirder than the rest of our beings.
The wolf stops, raises a paw, puts it on his chest, and goes, "I will not be compared to that creature."
Anyway, I don't know if anyone else heard, but the wolf says not to go that way. I don't know if we should trust the wolf, but the wolf says not to go. Just
if the wolf says not to go that way, then we're definitely going that way.
Yeah, and besides, that's the way Riisha's going.
Beraald has been specifically responding facially and gesturing yeses and nos, but not wanting to say anything. That's why it's so hard. But he says he brings everybody together in a huddle and says in an exaggerated whisper,
I can tie you guys to me. I have some rope. I can still see the path. If that would help for the people who don't see the path.
This was just in response to the fact that some of them were not seeing the path and were struggling with it. So he's offering up a solution because he can.
Yes, please, but we need to keep moving because Riisha's getting ahead of us. She doesn't look like she's stopping to chat.
You stop? I thought we were just walking, talking.
Yeah, you guys were.
Yeah.
Riisha is gleefully ahead of you, though.
There's a
We did
difference
ta-
between walking and talking and just walking.
So
I mean, Jawbreaker's fast enough that I can send him to like stick with us, but also keep an eye on her by like kind of wheeling ahead.
that's cool.
Mr. Puppy, are you coming to see Mama Mab too?
No.
Well then, be on your way, cause we've got a date.
There's a kind of a gruff chuckle, and he says, "Don't say I didn't give you a choice." And he's just gone. Riisha, ahead as you are, you come to a divide in the path. Both of them go forward, but you can definitely tell that the path splits here.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mom. Mom is this way. Let's go left.
Sorry.
You already have inspiration from earlier. I want to give you something else, but I can't give you anything that isn't inspiration. So I just know that you earned inspiration with that.
Yay.
Riisha turns left at a divide, and about the time you the rest of you get to the divide, you all can see. Those of you who lost track of the path can see the left path. Do not see the right. Those of you who, through ending of an enchantment or seeing through Jawbreaker's eyes or just having passed the charisma saving throw, do see the divide.
Oh, good. There's a path.
There's two paths.
And Riisha's on it.
There are two paths, not one.
Which one is Riisha going down? We follow that one.
Yeah. She's going the one I see.
I'm assuming she knows.
So,
Well,
Yeah.
considering what she said, maybe not, but she's going that way, so I'm following her.
the day...
If
Go ahead.
just as they're walking, Beraald would just like to say, just as flavor,
This is all. I haven't been with you folks for very long, but following Riisha feels very weird. Am I?
Yes. No,
Okay.
no. You
Oh,
are
okay.
completely right in that assumption. Following Riisha
Okay.
is 99.9% of the time the wrong thing to do. This is the only use case where it is useful to follow Riisha.
All right, noted. Thank you. I'm just. Whew. All right.
The day stretches into the evening. It has gotten 5 degrees cooler. You're walking, and so you're keeping yourself, like, if you've ever been outside in the really cold without sufficient clothing, you kind of get that feeling on your skin where you can tell that all of your capillaries are closed down, and your skin to like your palm feels cold, but you're not quite shivering yet level of cold. And about this time, the path turns left, follows around a hill, and turns right, steeply descending into a tangled wood. The trees seem to rise out of nothing as you cross around this hill. It is a dense, seemingly trackless forest full of thistles and thorns. But other than the wolf, this is also the first time you see creatures. You hear the song of some mournful bird crying in the distance. You see glowing insects flitting from tree to tree. Every once in a while, you hear the rustle of some sort of creature in the undergrowth scurrying away as you continue forward. And about the time that it is fully night, and it is getting that, with the exception of Riisha and Beraald, you guys are all getting that like shivering, like you just can't stop moving. You're so cold that you don't understand how cold you are, but the shaking won't stop. And as you round a bend in this trail, like once you entered the forest, the trail, like every time you turn left or right, it's the behind you is instantly gone, right? There is just a picturesque cottage. Like, for the players, if cottage core was backed by millions of dollars, that is what this building would be. It's like one story, you see two windows in the front, there is a stone wall around it, or stone like wall around the yard with a wrought metal gate in it. They're like, the windows are lit up and glowing. The front door is a deep mahogany, like dark, rich wood that kind of ombres from a almost black at the top down to a like deep burgundy at the bottom. The yard is like maintained so the path continues on, and then there's a little side, there's like the little side path going into the gate, going into this cottage, and there's like rows of thorn bushes just inside of the wall that look like a person with more time than sense has spent perfectly shaping them into a rabbit with a unicorn horn, and a wolf with too large of ears, and an owl with perfect eyes. Like, just see like sapphire gem flowers sitting in the eyes of this owl.
Well, that's pretty.
I think we're here.
I
Okay,
don't
it's
think
just
we're
become
here.
less pretty.
I'm pretty sure that this is just some random phase dwelling. You would think Mab would live in like a castle, being queen of the Winter Court and whatnot, but maybe we can find the proprietor.
Maybe there's a castle on the inside.
That's a possibility, but doubtful.
So do you guys head to the front door?
Yes, Zari heads to the front door and knocks politely.
The door, on the second rap of your knuckles, the door slowly swings in. And warmth comes out of the open door. Just that warm indoor air feels like a gift. Like you've never been warm before. Feels so good. Your skin just gets that prickly, I've been too cold and this is warm feeling.
Is there anyone at the door?
Nope. It's an empty hallway beyond.
With what you said, Zari, doesn't this feel very much like accepting gifts and whatnot?
Yes, it is, which is why I was looking for the proprietor, or the owner, or whoever is the master of this dwelling.
You hear
Anybody home?
a aged female voice say, "Oh yes, I'm here."
Zari turns around and walks away immediately.
When you,
Nope.
Zari, as you turn away, you realize that you are cold.
Don't care. I will roll Constitution.
Honestly, upon seeing this, Beraald would immediately follow Zari.
Sure.
Yeah, it's with all the chatting about the rules and whatnot. Lumi would be 3.5 steps behind, if not Zari, the first person to go behind Zari.
Riisha, what have you done?
Riisha just cocks her head to the side, gives her a slightly blank, what kind of look, does a small curtsy, and then turns and walks away as well.
Oh. Well.
Zari yells back through the door. Maybe next time try a younger voice.
But this is how old that I am.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you're not mom.
You lost your mother, child. I could maybe help you find her.
Map doesn't need help being found. She'll make herself known when we get there.
The door slams shut. And all of the lights go out. Storm shutters close on all of the windows. And as the last person leaves the gate slams behind you and the wall grows 2 feet taller.
Good job,
That's
Riisha.
what I thought.
You are all now, including Riisha and Beraald, starting to get cold enough that I would like everybody, except for those two, to make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw. Beraald and Riisha, you have advantage on this.
Oh. I believe I also have a durable feat. No, I feel like there's something that increases my constitution, but that's probably already incorporated in.
Likely.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, sorry.
Go ahead. You're fine.
Constitution saving throw.
I'm gonna use my wheel ability to give myself a bonus to my Constitution save.
Sure.
which is rather not important what I roll because I have to get a 1.
Well,
So I rolled a 15.
15.
Wow.
You baited that roll there, Lumi. All right. So with a natural 20, Beraald, you gain advantage on the next time you guys need to make a Constitution saving throw for cold. Those of you who
Noted.
failed, please take 1 level of exhaustion.
Are we using 5e exhaustion or 2024 exhaustion?
I don't have access to 2044 exhaustion, so 5e it is.
It's basically 10 levels. -1 to all rolls per level.
Right. Yeah, no. We're going with 5e. So 1 level of exhaustion isn't terrible.
It's disadvantage on all ability check. That's pretty terrible.
I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I mean, that doesn't include attack rolls or saving throws.
Correct.
Those don't count as ability checks.
The night is bitter. As you move on into this forest in the middle of the night, the darkness is not as deep as it feels like it should be. You are in a dense forest, trees overhead, but there's almost a little like pearlescent glow to the ground you're walking on, the snow that has drifted between the trees. And every once in a while you see glow bugs of some sort flit across either ahead of you or behind you or beside you that just give it a ethereal, unworldly level of light. And it is otherwise quiet. Night descends. You are getting tired, as well as being very cold. You have been walking for hours at this point. Survival from anybody?
That's a nice one.
Oh, jeez. So, Beraald, Lumi, Ibiki, you all know there's danger to continue into darkness, although there is a path you can see. But there's also real risk in falling asleep in this level of cold, because as you sleep, your body slows down. It's less able to fight cold. And so it's which one is worse? Hold on, my wife is calling me. I need to answer that.
No worries.
Okay. Critical information that does not stop me from gaming, but she needed to let me know something. All right.
Okay.
So it is. There's real risk as much as you want to like stop and lay down and not be moving. There's very real risk in stopping in this level of cold.
Probably try
This
to produce flame to see if the flame I hold in my hand produces enough heat to offset something.
Can you pop the spell into chat? Show spell description. All right. The flame sheds bright light. It doesn't produce heat enough to warm you, but you could light something on fire with it. You are surrounded by a weird wood. There's tree branches and thistle bushes and stuff everywhere.
Well, to light things on fire, I've got Druidcraft anyway, so.
Yeah.
Well, we're at least walking with some form of light in our midst.
I have a weird question.
Sure.
Would calm emotions work in this situation? It's I can. Do you know what it is, or do you want me to?
Yeah, I know what it is.
Pop it in? Yeah.
It's not like being cold is not an emotional state.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I was thinking.
It is a like physical at like if somebody was panicking because they were cold and like shedding clothes because that's something that you do when you get cold enough, that would help that. But no, just being cold, it's not gonna stop your shivering.
Okay, I was just thinking my thought was if everyone was starting to think we gotta stop, we have to, like, if they were having a strong emotional response with respect to the cold, and it would cause the group to do something that they oughtn't. If I cast that and it worked, would they be able to continue on? That was what my thought process was. But the no is still fine in that case.
It doesn't seem like any of your companions are currently having that sort of response.
Okie doke. Thank you.
Yep.
So we're trying to decide if we should stop and sleep or keep going and risk exhaustion from not sleeping.
Right.
Because it's too cold. I'm literally a diviner. I can just ask.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm going to take the if nobody tries to keep us moving, is Riisha going to try to keep us moving?
I don't know. Is Riisha going to try to keep you moving?
Yeah.
She is the mother of night as well, so yes.
So Riisha seems to be just trundling along. She's chattering, teeth shivering as well at this point, but she's still like almost a mania that she has in driving forward.
Okay.
Is that right, Riisha?
Yep, embracing mom's embrace.
Okay.
Can I do a ritual on the move? If there's any actual rules against that?
I'm gonna say in this it will be a instance dependent. I'm gonna say I'll let you, like, you guys aren't like you're not in a real stressful situation other than you're cold. You're not trying to like make any specific speed. I'll let you basically walk with your book open to cast ritual magic while you're walking. Yes.
Okay.
That's a ask every time question, but in this case, go ahead.
Fair enough. Don't actually keep any of my ask the GM ask the DM a question spells prepared, but they're all ritual.
Sure. That completely makes sense. So cast
And
your
as a
ritual.
wizard, I can cast rituals without them prepared. So yeah, I'm going to cast Augury to determine if it's a bad idea to sleep, which it probably is, and that doesn't tell me if it's a worse idea to sleep than it is to keep going. But
If when you ask the question, is it a bad idea to sleep now? You get whoa, as in it is bad to sleep.
okay,
It doesn't give you any context for that, but yes, sleep is bad.
no, it doesn't. And I could use divination, which is a higher level spell, to get more context. But
If it's a ritual,
I'm going to recommend we continue moving.
yeah.
I don't like casting these a lot because they become less reliable the more you cast them, and then that resets on a long rest.
Ah,
Whoa.
that's fair.
So I'm saving my certain answer divination for a bigger question, basically.
Fair. Thaumaturgy. What you thaumatizing?
No, sorry.
Oh.
I keep trying to pull it up to read it in my character sheet, but it keeps popping it into chat.
Got it.
How dare you?
I am sorry.
You need to click the little I to view a spell in
Okay.
character sheet, but the features and traits section of the core page, you just click the name, and
Yeah.
Okay.
it messes me up a lot too.
Yeah. Ditto.
The night.
I'll grab
Go ahead.
I'll grab her brands as well and ask Lumi to produce some warmth on it.
I'll cast Druidcraft on things if people want to make themselves makeshift torches.
I actually have torches with me. I just take a torch.
There you go. The torch is trivial to
Torches, but not equipped for adventuring.
the torch is trivial to light. And the warmth that it gives off is almost painful. And you all find yourself crowding around Criior as he was holding this in his hand, and then he's having to raise it above his head so that he doesn't burn anybody with it. But it's that feeling on a cold morning where you've been out of bed for a little bit and you are just too cold, and then you I gotta warm up, and you turn on a hot shower and you don't realize how hot the shower is before you stepped in it and closed the curtain, and then it hits you. That level of warmth. It's painful and glorious, and you hear a cry of pain from something alongside the trail, and a flurry of motion, and then the entire forest around you goes dead silent. You only hear the sound of each other's motions, the pop and flicker of the torch. And
Riisha takes a look at the torch and goes, "Oh, that's a good idea." Picks up a stick and actually just casts frostbite on it instead.
on the torch or on the stick?
On the stick.
It's frozen?
Pretty ice.
Yeah, like it looks like a torch, but in ice.
Indeed.
The trees around you moan.
Can Beraald cast primeval awareness?
Sure. What does it do?
I'll put it in chat. Expend a ranger spell slot to sense whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead are present within a mile of you, or within up to 6 miles if you're in your favored terrain, which obviously I'm not.
Does not reveal
So-
creature's location or number.
Location.
Um,
Yeah.
So I'm gonna recommend against that because Jawbreaker is gonna ping that.
Oh,
Mhm.
I mean, as Beraald is starting to cast the spell, I'll let Iberkeet give the warning. Beraald, it's up to you whether or not you complete your spell.
No, Beraald is out of his depth. So in response to the warning, Beraald would just like nod his head vigorously and just put his hands down.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that
Like,
it doesn't
oh, okay, gotcha.
reveal location or numbers means that it's just a yes, there are Fae nearby.
Right.
Means that you're
Right.
going to get a yes, there are Fae nearby because
Right.
Jawbreaker is here.
Right.
And
of
also,
course.
this is the
We're-
Feywild.
yeah,
Of course,
Feywild.
there's Fey nearby.
Yeah, right. I thought I had something helpful. Leave me alone.
I'm
sorry. I don't know why they wrote that ability like that. That's pretty useless. Because like all of
No,
the
it's
other
awesome.
detect if there is a creature type nearby will tell you how many and where.
Yeah.
I see your primeval awareness, and I raise you detect traps.
Yes,
Oh.
there are traps.
That's the same thing?
Yeah, I think so.
That's funny.
Worse, yes, there are traps, but only if there are things that are deliberately designed to hurt you. It won't ping off of things that are unintentional traps, like weakening floors and roofs or mudslides and such. Just
Wild.
things that are designed specifically to cause harm.
Yep.
Wow.
And you don't get to know where, you just know they are there.
Exploration tools in 5e are severely lacking.
I was gonna say that's like a 2e spell that lets the rogue know whether or not every 5 feet they need to make a perception check or a detect traps check, right? It's is this room trapped? The answer is no.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't have to like spend 3 in-person hours with the rogue just rolling dice. That's literally what that spell is.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. The forest is silent with the exception of the moaning of the trees. There's as you're like sensing this sound and looking around, there's some of the trees seem to have faces. And those faces look aghast at the person who dares bring fire. Scared at the person who brings heat. But there obviously there can't be faces in these trees. They're just trees, right? There's just Are they faces? You're not 100% sure in the flickering light of the flame, because sometimes they look like scared and upset, and sometimes they're just the knots of the trees.
Is anyone else seeing faces in those trees?
Oh, yes.
Oh, those are definitely faces.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Even when it's not a face, it's a face.
Sure. I'm nodding, like I understand. Let's keep moving.
The night continues. You are less cold because of the torchlight. Every hour, the torch itself starts sputtering and burning out. But you have some number of torches, and you can keep the fire going without a large amount of effort until you run out of torches.
I got 10.
Granted. 4 hours pass. So burn off 4 this is you're on your 4th torch. And the path leads you to the edge of the forest. It seems like it was longer. Like when you cast your memory back into the past, you know it's only 4 hours because a torch lasts about an hour and you're on your 4th one and it's mostly burned out, but it's still there. But you could swear you spent weeks freezing cold in silence in the forest. And at the edge of the forest, the path once again divides. Ahead of you, to the right, is, or running from left to right, is a exquisitely cobbled in blocks of ice road. It has a low wall that has a gap for this path leading into it. It's water ice, but like deeply frozen, clear. Like you see the small, very fine lines of bubbles in it. But like the road itself is clean of debris and snow, and it is just exquisitely cobbled in clear ice. To the left, this road leads, from what you can see, down into a snow-covered valley. To the right, it climbs into hills and possibly in the distance mountains. You're not 100% sure. And the path that you are currently on, kind of scrabble and dirt, leads ahead of you, and just on the edge of the horizon ahead of you, you see light flashing blue and green, multicolored, varied, kind of splashing against the low clouds that have started to move in as the day is starting to break. And you realize that as it is dawning, you do not see the sun in any direction. It is just getting lighter. And as it's getting lighter, you can still see these flashes of light off of the bottom of the cloud layer in the distance somewhere ahead of you.
So Zari walks up beside Riisha. It's like, okay, so the one made of cobbled ice stones is definitely a trap, right?
Riisha just crosses her arms, stomps her right foot, and goes, I have important news to tell Mom, and I'm trying to get there, and the rest of you are delaying me. Knock it the frick off and show me the way.
Riisha, please make a charisma roll. Silence greets your outburst. The wind whistles through the forest behind you. It is darker and more intimidating from this side than it was from the other. The trees almost seem to reach out to pluck you back in.
Okay, fine. Be that way. But if I'm late to mom and she gets mad at me, I'm blaming all of you.
Yeah, Mab would really be disappointed if we didn't make the appointment with her favorite warlock.
This
Are you
is gone
guys
on too
joking?
long.
Zari, please make a persuasion roll. Riisha, also make a persuasion roll. Y'all got advantage, but I want each of you to roll it, please.
What?
Jeez. Okay.
No, Beraald, we're not joking. Do you not see all the Fae around us? They are all part of her court. They answer to her and her alone.
Even if reluctantly.
Okay. Thank you.
Riisha, a small snow spirit lands on your shoulder. Snow sprite lands on your shoulder. It's got like a, okay, so it is male in form, generally speaking. Like kind of triangular shaped, broad shoulders, narrower feet. Around its waist is a 1-inch diameter, like perfect snowflake, as like a ballet skirt. Whatever those things are called. Tutu. Thank you.
Tutu.
So yeah, tutu skirt around its waist. That is just a perfectly 6-pointed snowflake, like, and it's that kind of snowflake that is a fractal that as you like zoom in on it, it like becomes itself repeated, smaller, like as you're looking at it. He has definitely generally male. Like there's the impression of butterfly wings, but no actual wings there. But you can tell that there's something flapping there, keeping them like stable on your shoulder, because tiny little like motes of snow fall off of them. And he has the tallest, like coiffed, like spiral haircut. And he's wearing like a cotton shirt and pants, no shoes. But the feet are not, there's no toes. They go down to like their little wedges that go down to a point, right? And he goes, fine, I suppose, if you're really gonna be that way.
I am gonna be that way.
If she doesn't want to see you, then it's not my fault.
I am well aware, and I know the consequences, but this is important, and she needs to know. Gobta told me to.
Do you know the consequences?
Tell that to the scars on my heart from her fingertips. Yes, I do.
He just kind of gives you that no, yep, no, sure expression. And he flits off forward down the much less fancy path. It's your eternity.
Indeed. Thank you for showing us the way. Let's get to Mom.
With a guide, the trip forward is almost easy. Like, there aren't any weird encounters with ghost snow wolves. There aren't any, like, nobody loses track of the path. And every pathing decision that you come across, like, it's this little snow sprite is unerringly choosing one of them. Like, and it's a long day's walk. Like, it is, your feet are sore, and it feels like you've been walking for weeks. As ahead of you, as you kind of crest over a hill and then look down into a valley, you see a enormous fortress made of ice and snow. It is the thickest walls. Like, the walls are thicker than the walls of Ava were. Multiple, like 30, 40, 50, 60 feet wide walls that go up 200 feet tall, and spires of crystal rise from the middle of them. And on the far side of these walls, you see flashes of red and purple and other bright flashes of light that, as you start approaching the fortress, you realize are spell effects crashing both from the fortress out into the distance beyond, and also from the distance beyond into the fortress. And you see literal armies of devils and demons crashing like surf against the walls of this fortress. And just kind of off to the side, not coming down the path you were, but coming down a different path, you see armies of Fey, trolls and ogres and goblins, goblin fairies, like countless armies of Fey entering into the fortress, climbing up onto the walls, and dying, but also repelling the continuous assault. And as you approach the gate, the little sprite gives you a bow, Riisha, and says, "Don't say I didn't warn you," and just evaporates as snow on a cold winter's day does.
See, I knew she was busy. We may have to wait, but we should be able to see her, hopefully. We have to tell her.
The gate stands open before you.
This is the most intense Deep Winter Festival I've ever seen.
Especially since it is
says.
the 10th of Peridot, so it's mid-spring.
Well, it's always winter somewhere.
Fair. What was that, Ashes?
We may have some devils to fight.
I don't think that's true.
Oh.
I mean, it's always winter here, I guess, but...
Oh, that's... I can't give you any more inspiration, but yes, no, that's perfect. All right. You guys are not stopped from entering the fort. It is huge. And upon a very impressive, every once in a while, a very impressive flash of flame and light will wash over the walls of the fortress and like warm you momentarily. But y'all are shivering and cold, and every surface in this place is ice that has been frozen since before humans had the concept of thought. Frozen so deeply and so long that it doesn't know any other state than ice.
So don't look
Also, I
it.
told you she lived in a giant ice castle. No queen of the winter court would live in a dingy cottage in the middle of a forest.
She would on vacation.
Well, yes, but she wouldn't entertain guests while on vacation.
I don't know. We may be kind of unannounced, but this is importante.
Well, announce yourself.
We must find the steward first.
Yes. Don't you know there are rules about court here?
Do you?
Too
Riisha?
bad my dress isn't done.
I was gonna say Zari probably doesn't know the rules either.
Zari knows there are rules.
Okay, fair. That everybody knows. Well, except for possibly Riisha and Beraald.
You all seem to be taking this really calmly, and this is beautiful, but also quite terrifying. And what is she gonna be okay with us being here? Am I gearing up
If
for
we won't, we won't. If we won't, we won't. We won't know. We won't know it long enough. We won't know about it long enough to suffer the effects.
Okay. Fair enough, I suppose.
If we
And then
weren't
he-
supposed to
he-
be in her realm, she
Go.
would have kicked us out.
And also, we never would have found the path here.
Okay, now that helped. That helped. Okay.
And he still gives Lucy like a little snuggle and a
Just want you to know that I really love you.
I really like you too. Hey,
What? We're going to talk about the difference between like and love later.
you guys wander around for, you don't know how long because it's full day and there's no sun to track how the day progresses. But you eventually
Oh.
go ahead. Somebody said, "Oh,
Oh, Beraald, another interesting thing about being in the Feywild.
I really don't
time
want to know.
works weird.
Sorry, continue.
Time works weird here. When we get back, we are either going to be have been gone 5 seconds, or we could have been gone 20 years.
Oh. And
he looks around and goes,
you all knew this before coming in?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Maybe not.
Uh-huh.
I know Fey are tricksters, and so it wouldn't surprise me.
I'm going to save my irritation that I was not warned about this. I'm going to save that for later if we get out of this situation.
Sounds like a sound plan, Beraald.
So we see other Fey creatures around, right? As we're,
everywhere." They range from grotesque and huge to grotesque and small to beautiful, but in an alien, weird, not normal way, to almost looking human. Or fan, right? So trolls the size of giants stomp past wielding clubs made out of an entire mature tree. Goblin fairies flit by, like casting spells and crafting arrows mid-flight. Creatures that are both too narrow and too tall to look right, like amble by with you feel like there should be 4 legs there, but you only see 2, but the speed they're moving and the way their legs move are like what you would see on a 4-legged creature if it could. Or you see a satyr with furry legs and a beautiful face, plinking at a small harp, mobile harp, entertaining a group of snow sprites, similar to the one that led you here, giggling and laughing. Everywhere there are fey creatures.
Okay. May I roll an investigation check to see if I can find someone who looks like some sort of like commander or something? Preferably one who is a giant, because we determined that giants came from the Feywild.
They did.
A long time ago.
Give me a investigation check. With the 17, it's not hard to spot the 25-foot tall frost giant. Think fire giant, but cold instead. Standing in a square of like square, like a square as in like a town square, right? Who is got a clipboard in his hand. He's got 3 weapons arrayed along the side of his hip, and he is talking down to a mixed group of small people, like the size category small, who as he finishes giving this command in giant, basically saying, yeah, so I need you at this part of the wall, all of them like dive into the ground, burrowing, and disappear underneath the ground. And as you walk confidently up at him, he turns and looks at you and looks down at his clipboard.
Hello, good sir. And Zari is speaking this in perfect giant because she knows that language.
Mm-hmm.
I
We
believe,
are adventurers from the material.
Yes, Beraald also understands all of this. He kind of looks at you and confusing.
Yeah, sorry.
And goes, I don't have any of you on my list. What are you doing here?
We are here to see Mab. One of her favorite warlocks is here to seek an audience with her.
He scans over your group. Give me a persuasion roll, please. Oh, jeez. Okay.
inspiration for that 20.
Go for it. All right. You're just going to take the 20 off the roll? I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
He goes... He looks you over, kind of a thoughtful expression on his face, and then he like lifts the clipboard. The clipboard is the height of a human. It's like a 6 foot by 4 foot, 6 inch thick piece of wood that has like it looks just like a clipboard, only it's giant sized, right? And he kind of lifts and he points over at you. It looks like a low block building that has a wide set of double doors in the front and 2 blue flamed torches on the sides of it. He's like, yep, if you're here to see Mab, present yourself there.
Much appreciated, my good sir. Thank you.
He gives kind of a half bow and then turns as another group of 20 trolls rolls up, and like trolls are not very bright, and so there's a lot of like jostling in their lines, and one of them takes a club and bashes another one over the head, and then bashes him again, and then rips an arm off of the troll and starts chewing on it. And the troll that was bashed down like slowly lifts itself back up off the ground and punches the first troll in the throat, and then you like see the arm regrowing as the first troll is like coughing and choking and has the arm taken back away, and the troll that had his arm ripped off takes his own arm back and starts like ripping hunks of flesh off of it, eating it. And you guys turn up the street and head towards the building. It's
Presumably cast protection from good and evil on myself.
Go for it.
Lumi is going to start perking his ears up, listening for sounds of a certain humanoid form dragon.
Okay. 31. You're not catching. It would be investigation if you're listening for a specific or trying to figure out a specific thing.
I'm just trying to filter out Anya. Like,
right.
Is there any thing of her amidst all this battle?
There's so much chaos around you that it is impossible to make that distinction.
Good to know.
I mean, literally impossible to make that distinction. That was a really good roll, but still. You guys make your way towards this building, and you don't know if it's the fact that there's every size of person from the 3-inch tall or 3-inch tall sprite all the way up to the 45-foot tall giant. You don't know if it's like the weirdness of that perspective that's throwing off your sense of distance, or it's just some weirdness in the place. But you realize as you approach this low slung block building that what looked like a 1-story building with normal sized doors from where you were pointed from, as you walk further than you thought was possible, you realize that this is a 70-foot tall building with 35-foot tall, 40-foot wide giant double doors with 10-foot tall torches on either side of it that are glowing with blue flame. And the doors are closed, and a small goblin man is standing in front of them. Who he as you guys approach, he looks up with a smile on his face and says something in Goblin. Do any of you speak Goblin?
It is not this character.
Completely fair.
Sorry.
Nope.
Nope.
Can I would Beraald's short sword of warning be helpful in this situation at all?
It is not glowing.
Okay, all right. So it's out. Just letting you know that Beraald's sword is out.
Yep. So,
but no goblin.
No. Well, I mean, no goblin speaking. The short
Correct.
sword of warning does not indicate that there are foes nearby.
Thank you.
You're welcome. He looks at you questioningly and says something else in Goblin. And then he rolls his eyes and says something to you in common would be Burgundy Coast. So he says something to you in common. He says, so right then, who are you here to see?
Zara just goes, Feyen.
He switches.
And, you know,
he rolls his eyes again and goes, well, we don't get many Feyen here.
yes, thank you. We are here to present ourselves, the Warlock Riisha and her traveling companions, to the mistress of the castle, Mab.
He looks at his list. He looks at all of you. He's like, seems you are expected. Just sign this and I'll let you in. He prefers he prefers his tablet. It has a blank sheet of paper.
No, I don't think I will.
Riisha moves to sign it immediately.
Riisha?
There's no pin or anything offered.
I say letter because Mab apparently owns the person anyway. At least most of.
Yeah, but ownership in this place isn't... like I said earlier, some of it is reluctantly.
So unless somebody reacts quickly, Riisha, you are gonna win the race to sign your name.
Riisha, don't sign your
Zara
name,
says
please.
Riisha, yes, sign your name.
Well, I'm not winning any strength contest against that. So
I'm not gonna stop her.
Could Beraald... Oh, okay, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Beraald would like to try to just grab her, like reach out and grab her.
Okay.
Is there a check?
I would like an initiative roll from Riisha and Beraald then.
Oh, okay.
Riisha wins. So, Riisha, he didn't offer you a pin. How do you sign your name to this slate this paper in front of you?
Riisha literally just licks the tip of her finger and signs.
The tip of your finger, as you complete your signature, the paper rips as it freezes to the tip of your finger, and he goes, well, all right then. And the doors, without any apparent action from him, swing slowly inwards with nary a sound. There's a slight feeling of suction as just the volume of air from these moving doors is pushed into the building.
Riisha gets visibly giddy, almost vibrating.
You enter this place. There is a short hallway with rows of doors along the side. The ceiling of this place goes to the ceiling of this building. So it's 70-ish feet up, 65, who knows? It's almost lost in the distance. The walls glow with pearlescent light, the brightness of a sunny winter day reflecting off of snow, but not like noon, like not too bright, but almost too bright. And ahead of you, there is a very tall arched passage, and you see at the far end of the room ahead of you a pair of thrones. In the left one, as you approach, you see a short, ruddy-faced, short being relative, ruddy-faced man with an enormous icicle beard that is blue instead of white, but is got like tight curls and goes down to like just across where his nipples would be, if you could see them, you know, just across his chest, and an enormous belly, like he is a great fat man, and he's wearing a rust colored coat that goes down to like long sleeves, it end with some sort of white fur. Like it's got like an ermine or other fur like collar that comes together and disappears underneath his beard. He's got just what is the term? Button eyes, like little eyes, great ruddy cheeks, Go ahead. What?
Beady eyes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like ruddy, like a alcoholic ruddy cheeks and nose, with very pointed elf ears. He's wearing a red stocking cap. Like it has that same white fur around it, with the red kind of tapers off into a point with a pom-pom ball on the end of it. And he has said something to the person to his left, your right ahead of you, and you just hear this great barreling ho 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 laughter come out of him as he says whatever he has said. Next to him is a much taller, narrow, black figure. She is the color of midnight on a, well, there's no moon, but on a starless night. She is wearing iridescent black, like, cocktail dress is not exactly the right term, but like narrow dress. She is obviously like, she doesn't have much for curves, if anything, but she is definitely feminine and unaffected by the cold, long bare arms ending in like narrow clawed fingers that have more joints than is a normal amount of joints for a hand to have. There's at least one extra knuckle on every finger. She has that blackness of light absorbed is the color of her skin, and her eyes are the color of a deeply frozen lake, but like no iris, no sclera, just solid, like blue, pure blue. And as she responds to the man next to her, white fanged teeth flash in a hole of a mouth that seems to go into infinity. And as you cross the threshold of the room, both of these people turn to look at you, and the door that you didn't realize was there slams shut behind you, and the room is empty with the exception of Lady Mab and her husband, Father Winter.
Riisha will proceed about halfway up the room and then go into a deep bow, slowly dropping to a knee.
There's a moment of silence that almost goes on too long. And Mab raises a hand to her chin, scratches it with a long claw, and goes, "Riisha, welcome to my court. What a surprise."
Hi, Mom. We had something super important happen, and I know you needed to know about it. And God basically told me you were busy, but we saved what was left of Rowan and closed the gate to one of the hells.
She kind of covers her mouth with her fingers, and then kind of bares her teeth and clack, 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 clack. Her fingernails or claws, it's hard to tell which, clack on her teeth. And she goes, "Some good and some bad, then."
But all important.
"Oh, yes, child. Very important. Congratulations on closing what has been an annoying hole in the world. I feel like you should get a boon for that. What should your boon be?" "I know.
Whatever my mistress
Zari
wills
walk-
it to be."
So
Zari slowly approaches behind Riisha, staying behind Riisha, and modestly bows.
So Riisha, Queen Mab goes, "I know what it should be." And you guys are 30 feet away. She points a finger that grows and intersects your head. Risha's eyes roll up into the back of her head. She shivers slightly, and then Mab looks at the rest of you and goes, "Oh, yes. The remainder of the crew. Welcome. I don't think I've met you." And Beraald, you find yourself as where you were standing, like your feet pull you forward up next to Zari. Welcome.
Yeah.
A minor boon for the rest of you. And then the finger returns. Riisha, you may feel free to reinstate Eldritch Blast as your cantrip. And it now does sneak damage if the other whatevers for sneak apply. So just make note of that.
Sneak attack with spells.
Yep. Look, I gotta give the damage dealers something to make up for the fact that Zari has a sword that does 3 times as much damage than anything else that exists.
I'm not complaining. Just stating the obvious.
It's not just my weapon; it's the other abilities I have too.
Well, yeah. A minor boon for the rest of you.
Can I?
Go ahead.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine.
I was just wondering, is there any way that Beraald could attempt to fight against the pull?
Yes. Please give me a charisma saving throw.
Oh, okay. And I do have. Okay. There's something. I don't know, but I'm going to try it.
Go for it.
Oh, charisma saving? Oh,
Correct.
yipes.
Ooh, with an 18, you actually, about the halfway point between where you started and where Zari is, you shake off the pull and are free to move unencumbered.
And the short sword is still not
Nope, it is still not glowing. You haven't made her mad,
glowing?
so she's not
Okay.
your foe. You haven't made her mad, so she's not your foe.
Okay. I think this position is great because
Sure.
it's halfway between safety and helping out if something goes down with Riisha and Zari.
Fair enough. Safety is doing a lot of heavy lifting in this case, but yes.
I know. Safer-ty.
Safer-ty. Yeah, that's accurate. A minor boon.
sorry.
A minor boon for the rest of you. What would you ask of Winter? And the man standing next, or sitting next to her, kind of.
So Zari takes a moment to look at the others of the group, not Riisha, because Risha's already gotten her boon. And it's like, it's a very interesting way you phrase that, Your Eminence. If I may speak for the rest of my companions, if we could coalesce all of our boons into one, we would like to request the freedom of the dragon that was taken in exchange for Riisha.
Mab gets...
Lady, what was her name?
Oh, Anya?
Yeah,
Anya.
Lady Anya.
Mab gets a very thoughtful...
I'm so...
Go ahead.
Could player question, could
Yeah.
you explain what just happened? Okay, thanks.
As
Like
far as
what
a boon?
are you guys talking about with Anya?
Oh, so Anya was the one who pledged service to Mab after Riisha pissed Mab off in order to basically have Mab stop crushing Risha's heart through her chest.
Yes.
Ah, Thank you.
Mab had made a deal. Mab had made a deal with Riisha to keep Rowan alive.
And
Since
Riisha
we
failed.
left the city, we failed at keeping Rowan alive. So Mab came to fill out her deal, and Anya traded her own service to Mab in exchange for Mab letting Riisha go.
Yeah, and Beraald would have heard all of this
Oh.
at some point. So
I would have. Okay. All right. Great. Thank you.
It's also very important to note that Anya is a dragon.
yes, dragons.
She has altogether too many teeth.
She has altogether too many teeth. Dragons and Fae are notoriously and they have notorious animosity toward each other. There's I'll give you some give Mia some world building information.
They
after
often
the game.
have when the Fae make kobold
Thank you.
to basically make fun of dragons.
Yeah, kobolds are basically a prank on red dragons. Anyway, I'll get into that a little deeper else time.
Thank you.
But Mab goes back to clacking her fingernails on her teeth. And she goes, No, that's too much. She is among my favorite decorations. And she kind of, the hand that's been clacking her teeth kind of does a little motion, and behind you, if you look above the door, you see my brain just went completely blank. Bronze, I believe. Dragon.
No, I think she's brass.
Yes. Okay, brass. She is.
Because it's after the highest level coin.
Right. Brass dragon. Frozen cast into the headstone of the door. Very much unable to move, except you can see her eyes tracking the room. But she is, I guess, frozen in carbonite is the cultural reference.
Exactly.
But she is like, it is a pure clear block of ice from this side, and there is a huge brass dragon in this block of ice, whose only motion is the fact that the one eye of hers that you can, or her head would be faced towards the room. So her eyes are tracking the motion in the room. She's like, no, that's much too big of a boon to grant you. But I have a thought.
Sama,
Yes.
Before Mab continues that, what do I need to roll to prevent Zari from bursting into a rage right now?
That would be sense of self would be charisma, sense of calm would be wisdom, sense of not being a stupid idiot would be intelligence. I'll let you roll any of the three. Saving throw.
Oh boy. Because this goes against Zari's entire pledge as a paladin. So, okay, here it goes.
20.
Oh, thank God.
You guys can all see steam rolling off of Zari's shoulders as she remains calm through pure force of, like, sense of self. But literal, like, heat, steam, like her slightly damp clothing, just steam is currently rolling up into the cold air. She's like, no.
She might grow a few inches and then shrink back down.
Right, 100%. No, that's much too big of a boon. But I might have a task. I might have a task for you. This one, and she points at Eberkeet. Eberkeet, where are you currently?
I'm in the back, clustered with the others in the back.
All right. I would like you to make a charisma saving throw or be pulled to the front next to Riisha.
I'm just gonna let it happen.
Okay, so you are pulled like across the floor. It's not uncomfortable, but you don't have to move your legs. And you're standing next to Riisha and goes, this one has a connection to Opal. Opal is very important to me, and she has been gone these last few thousand years. And I would like her back. So, to redeem your dragon friend, I would have you visit Opal and restore her to being what she is intended to be. Or, if you're greedy, replace her where she stands and take her power. I don't really care that much, but she is very important to me. Small task. Just to release your friend and return her free of debt from the Fae. She would like to be free of debt from the Fae. She has been in debt a very long time. Longer than any of you have been alive. Any of you looking back to Anya see glowing fire like form in her clenched mouth, which is held closed by the ice? But other than like the light from a red flame, nothing happens. Like, oh yes, and you still get your minor boons. So those I can give you now, if you wish.
Lumi will turn around to face Anya, look up, and put his hand over his heart and look dead in Anya's eyes. And just nod and motion that he will endeavor to get her free. One way or another, without words.
Give me an insight check, please, Lumi.
Oh.
20. Dear Lord, man. 26. You read in the flicker of the motion of her eyes and what little bit of facial expression that Anya can make, just that ever tiny hope cross her face, and then you see her eyes rise to a Cheshire grinning Mab behind you, and the hope then dies back.
Yeah, he doesn't say anything during that. Just turns around and does that. Like,
Yes.
doesn't really cross his mind that turning his back on Faye, good, bad, or whatever.
Might need to discuss. Absolutely. That seems like a good thing. Actually, yes. Sorry. Good point. Minor boons we can discuss at the end of the game. I'll let you guys decide later if you take the boon or not, or if you save it for some future point. As Mab recollects all of your attentions, she's like, all in all, this has been a very amusing day. You guys should come to my court more often. And then the room refills with Fae. They are chatting to each other. There is a young woman who strangely looks both human and somehow relative to Mab on Mab's left. Who says something in a language none of you understand that causes Mab to momentarily flicker a grin that is separate from the one she has given you. Standing,
And we all see that.
oh yeah.
Okay.
The room is full of beautiful, horrifying creatures. They are beautiful in their grotesqueness. Riisha is just beaming with pride, 100%. And it is not long until you all understand that you have been politely dismissed. Not removed from court, but removed from the center of attention.
Well, that went to shit.
Anybody know how to revive a god?
Went better than expected.
What are you talking about? That was wonderful. I got head pats. Did you see? I got head pats.
From your perspective, Riisha, you literally got head pats.
Okay.
Yeah. Those were not head pats.
Yeah, from all the rest of your
Just
perspective,
let her have this.
there was a hand, there was a finger going through Risha's forehead and poking out the backside.
Oh, okay.
Are you talking about when she stuck her finger through your skull?
No.
No, she gave me head pats and called me a good girl.
Yes, we are talking very clearly about the head pats. Wink.
I'm not even going to make Beraald. I'm not even going to make you make an insight check that you have been. Yeah, to get all that.
I'm so sorry. The Discord cut out.
Oh.
Beraald has what?
I said I'm not even going to make you roll an insight check to get what Zari is implying heavily there.
Okay.
Knowing Zari, she probably said wink out loud too.
100%.
Wink, nudge, nudge. Know what I mean.
Oh my goodness! Say no more. Say no
Say
more.
no more. So what do you guys do? There's a entire Fey court here to talk to if you wish. There's a door behind you.
Well, we might.
That's open now.
Sorry, might want
Lumi
to talk to
will-
some people, but she has to know who people are.
Lumi will
very
turn around,
important.
look again at Anya, and just step towards the door and be closer to the door than to Map.
Right.
Are there refreshments?
Yes, there is a low side table. Well, not low for you, but low for many of the people in this room. That is overflowing with frozen treats, ice creams, and any number of frozen delights.
Beraald would like to, upon noticing that, try to turn his back to it so Lucy doesn't see it, and Beraald would like to head out
Okay.
the open door.
Roll me a perception check for Lucy, please.
Oh.
You want to roll low.
So am I.
Whatever Lucy's perception is.
Do I want... Okay. Sorry. 1 sec.
Go ahead.
I gotta get her
Uh-huh.
thingy.
I will go out, give our dragon friend a small head nod, not to be seen in my map,
Mhm.
hopefully, and then I'll head out.
Perception is +3. So what would I roll?
D20 plus 3.
Oh, understood. Mia, come on. I can do this. D20.
Mm-hmm.
13. If that is too high, I would like to use my inspiration.
That is because you are
16.
specifically trying to prevent. Well, no, 16. The DC was 15 because you were specifically
Correct.
trying to hide her from seeing it. But you can use your inspiration
Yep.
to re-roll that
To try it again.
to try to get it lower.
Yes, please. Okay.
DC is 15.
Because Beraald got very specific
Instructions about food.
instructions. Yes. And this was the exact thing he was worried about. Mia, can you just find the thing? There it is. Okay. D20 plus 3.
Yep.
Here we go.
Exactly
You
the
are
same.
joking. Okay.
Mia, you have a
Hi.
raccoon in a baby Bjorn attached to your chest. Suddenly, you have a raccoon that no longer wishes to be in a baby Bjorn attached to your chest. You, being Lucy's, I don't want to say owner, but we'll go with mother, father, Lucy's,
Person.
person, have been in this situation before. And so I would like you to roll against yourself. It is Beraald's strength with advantage against Lucy's either strength athletics or acrobatics, as Lucy tries to basically escape your grasp before you can leave the room to make it over to the table.
Now, would it be possible for me to use calm emotions here, or is this not appropriate?
Yes, if you want to spend calm emotions to calm Lucy's desire, that is absolutely a valid use of this spell.
Okay, so I can either do that or she
Or-
and I scuffle.
Correct.
Yes, go.
That was it. Just correct. Either calm emotions
All right,
or
we're
scuffle.
gonna try to calm on emotions.
You've done this before.
Oh,
You touch her forehead just because, giving pets is a thing that you do to pets to calm them down. And and she's like she like calms and stops fighting and goes, but that's so pretty. Sun's getting real low. Yeah, I'm working. We're trying to wrap here.
No, this is a reference to trying to calm the Hulk.
Oh, trying to
Sun's getting real low.
Right. Got it. But it's like, but there's food right over there. It looks so tasty. Come on, just a little snack. Just one paw's worth. But she's no longer fighting you.
Okay.
Lucy, there are more cookies for you back home.
Oh well,
Just
if there's more
Nothing from here.
if there's more cookies for me back home, then that's also okay.
And Beraald would like to pull out the distraction knot
Ah.
to give to Lucy to see if...
Oh hey, this is fun. And she'll start working on the knot as you guys leave the room.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. I think upon the crew leaving the court and the main doors of the building closing behind you, we will go ahead and end the session there. So thank you to the players for playing. Thank you to my viewers for watching. It has been great having you here. Bye.